Welcome, everyone, to the first ever Master Peka Gaming podcast, a.k.a. the Peka Pod, if we want to call it that. That's your guys' decision, ultimately. I'm here with...
My name is Lyndon.
Lyndon? All right. Lyndon, you're the first guest on the Peka podcast. How does that feel?
Greatest honor I've ever had.
And is this going to be like a bragging rights type of thing? Are you going to like hold it over some people or what?
1,000%.
All right. Well, the first thing I want to get into, obviously, you guys saw the title of the podcast. Mariners struggling quite a bit, and they've gotten swept by the Diamondbacks. Brian Wu today, 6 innings pitched, 5 earned. All of them came, I believe, in the 6th. Gino Suarez, a grand slam, the former Mariner. And let's just talk about that because the Mariners, their pitching is usually their main strength. Why is it suffering? What do you think that is?
I think it's just mostly injuries, Logan Gilbert, Bryce Miller's on IL now. So I think it's a lot to do with injuries. And once you start cold, it's hard to get back hot,
Low key. And, Gino Suarez, former Mariner, comes back against them in the last game of the series. And the Mariners, every game of the series felt like they could have had a chance. Last night, they got walloped. I think it was like 8-2 or something like that. But Cal Raleigh sitting at 26 homers. He's on pace to hit like an insane amount, which is actually kind of insane. What are your thoughts on that as well?
I think Cal Raleigh is definitely the greatest catcher of all time. Maybe not right now, but he's definitely on his way. He could easily earn that.
He's for sure on his way, no doubt about it.
I mean, % earn that title.
He easily could. Donovan Solano, solo home run. That's his first as a Mariner, and it was about time because the guy had been struggling all season long. And he to be fair, he does not get as many plate appearances as most other everyday players because him and Tellez flip-flop because righty-lefty get the matchup. But the Mariners are under 500 for the first time since April 12th. That's pretty insane. Like that's a day from 2 months, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, we definitely need to get it together.
They do need to get it together. The pitching needs to get it together. The hitting has been league average, which I'll take because usually it's way worse. But it's going to be crazy. So the Mariners, they'll get the day off tomorrow, Thursday, and then they're at home against Cleveland for a 3-game series. Luis Castillo gets the start in game 1, who has a 3.31 ERA, which is pretty good. He's actually been their best pitcher, and believe it or not, he's been there the longest, like in the league. I don't think he's been on the team the longest. But it's going to be great to see him back in action again because he's been pretty solid this year.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think Castillo is definitely one of our better pitchers. Maybe not the best. He's playing the best right now for sure, but I think we're going to have a good game. And hopefully a good series, but, it's kind of early to tell. But
yeah, Cleveland's one of those teams you have to look out for because they're in a really good division. The AL Central is solid this year with the Tigers being arguably the best team in baseball. They've kind of gone on a little bit of a cold streak, but they're still there as well. Royals are always a threat. Twins are there as well. And then you have the White Sox, which are the White Sox. They're not as bad as the Rockies, though. The Rockies are pretty bad. That's like... I can't even explain how bad they are.
Yeah, they got more wins than a lot of teams this June so far. So.
The Rockies did beat the Yankees in one game, and I enjoyed that a whole ton. That was
a great game.
When you can see that happen, man, life is just great. The Mariners will look to regroup at home. And what was weird is because they're usually on the road, they're a great team. This season, they had played so well on the road, and now they're just falling off a cliff. After getting swept by the Orioles and now getting swept by the Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks are good, but they're right at 500. I mean, there's no reason you can't win at least one game out of that series. They almost won game 1. Dom Canzone, did you see that?
Yeah,
Dom Canzone, 2-run homer in the 9th to tie the game. All of the runs that they scored in the 9th inning came with 2 outs, so that's pretty impressive to see, but things fell apart.
All that for a grand slam.
Exactly. And, one of the things I want to talk about is the Mariners' bullpen has not been good, and usually that's one of their strengths. Just want some of your thoughts on that as well.
I think we need to start pitching Munoz more than just 1 inning. He's our best closing pitcher by far.
I think that's interesting because Munoz, he's a closer, so you have to be careful with him because when you need him, you need him. He's he's really good. Matt Brash is obviously back, with the bullpen as well. He doesn't pitch as much just because, they got to be cautious with him. But no, the Mariners' pen has not been great, and it's been showing a lot because they have not been holding leads like they should.
I agree. I think hopefully we'll do the same with Bryce Miller with what we do with Gilbert, and we'll have him warm up in some AAA games so he gets
some rehab assignments. Hopefully they can get that going. The pitching is usually the strength, and it has not been as of late. It was at the beginning of the season. Gilbert looked like the best pitcher in the league. Brian Wu was just being Brian Wu. Bryce Miller off to the shaky start. No Kirby, and Castillo was a little rough, but he's actually been the only one who's actually stayed consistent and pretty good. So hopefully the Mariners will regroup and start winning games again because they are I think they're like 4.5 games out of the AL West now, which is not good because Houston's not even playing that well, and they're still right there. So next segment we want to get into, this is a funny one, and I thought about this earlier because it just screams that people are going to enjoy this. This is one that's been debated a ton, but we're going to get into it right now. 100 men versus gorilla.
100 men every day.
100 men. Yes. Oh my gosh, you finally someone that agrees with me, bro. So I want to hear your thoughts. Why the 100 men? Why is that the plan right there?
I mean, I think it could depend. If it's one man going at a time, we're probably going to get cooked, let's be honest. But if it's, as it sounds, 100 men all at the same time versus one gorilla, they're going to easily overpower that gorilla.
So you don't think the gorilla is just going to go ham on like the first 10 dudes? Like let's think about this for a second. If it's a normal man, like are they going to be scared? Are they going to run away? Like what are they going to do? Because if the 100 men just all attack, they all go. It doesn't matter. No one stays back. No one wussies out, right? You genuinely believe that the 100 men are going to win?
1,000%.
1,000%. What if it's like a fierce gorilla though? Like what if it's like the most angry gorilla you can find? I guess it's a little unfair, but like
yeah. But just, like then you got to bring the standard up for men too, and you got to have the most angry.
So that's true. So we just put an average, all 100 average men, just normal men. Like we could put like the average, average 25-year-old out there, like and then just the average age gorilla. He's not a big back. He's not a buff boy. He's just out there. And I agree. I think the 100 men could win. I think they could honestly. If they all just swarm the gorilla and just don't give it a lot of time, I think it's low-key, like going to be pretty low-key. So I think we're pretty good on that debate, although I didn't know what you would pick. So there we go. All right, next subject we're going to get into, and this is one we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on unless an argument breaks out or something like that. I don't know. But the finals, Game 3 is tonight. Pacers and Thunder in Indiana. Our big shout out to Evan Frazier. I know you love the Halliburton and the Pacers. They're not going to get it done, sadly, I don't think. But can Halliburton carry Indiana? I mean, that's the real question that is at stake right now.
I mean, I think so. I think it's going to depend. He's kind of been inconsistent in the first 2 games. First game played really well. Second game, not so well. But I think they're home. There's a very good chance they'll win both games. I mean, neither one of these teams are like super teams. They're very well built.
Really? Just well built. Okay. I was about to say the Thunder have 62 wins like in the regular season, right? Something like that. So that, but the thing that I want to talk about, and I've heard this all over the media about people talking about this, and that's that one, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a free throw merchant, which one I agree with. 2, a lot of people are saying that the whole team is like that, and that is. I just want to hear your thoughts on that because it's clearly working if you're making it to the finals and winning. So,
I mean, I think Shai's definitely getting them free throws quite a bit, but I think OKC is also getting quite a bit. But I've also looked at a lot of their games from their conference finals, and they had a lot. Like with the Timberwolves, they had a lot of the same amount of free throws shot, and there's a lot of games where the Wolves had more fouls. So I think it's definitely iffy.
I mean, yeah, and I agree. And, we've talked about this before, not we, but other people have. And I've seen that a lot of people are saying that, Anthony Edwards is the face of the league. He's, the big talk, before they got eliminated. And he was not able to beat the Thunder. If people think Halliburton can beat the Thunder, then they must think he's better than Ant or whatever. But I don't know. I just don't see a world where Halliburton can carry Indiana all on his own. I think that team's got to play like a real team and not just give the ball to Halliburton the whole time because the Thunder, they're not idiots. They're going to figure it out at some point.
Yeah, no, 1000%. I mean, like I said, both teams are really well built. A couple stars on each team, but like it's not Kobe and Shaq teams or like the Lakers 2020 or whatever. They're not a bunch of stars on one team. They're both
Right. Yeah.
very well built teams. Both have good teamwork. So I think it's just gonna come down to if they can keep it close. I think Pacers win. But if there's a gap, fourth quarter kind of late into it, it's gonna go to OKC.
Yeah, and I think, the Pacers, they got to be careful because if they lose game 3, right, that takes a lot of momentum away. You lose your first home game of the finals. The fans may not be as into it, especially if you get blown out like you did in game 2. Game 2 was nothing at all. But I think for the Pacers to get going, right, Halliburton has to do his normal thing. Without him, they're basically a nobody team. But the real big factor that I think needs to get going is Pascal Siakam. With him going and playing well, I think that team has a legitimate chance to at least, at the very minimum, split at home, and then Game 5 at OKC. I mean, this is a whole new series. Like this is actually exciting. So, yeah. All right, more debate stuff, and this is what I think is going to be the most fun part of the podcast. First episode. What is the best console in your opinion? And you can go back as far as you want. It doesn't matter. But I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Are we counting the DS as a console?
I will count the DS as a console because if the Switch counts as a console, that's almost like just a giant DS and just like way better. So I would count the DS, yes, all versions of it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the DS3. That was the first thing I ever got. Well, I guess a Wii, but that was a family thing.
So. Okay. Why the DS? Just the childhood memories, or what?
A lot of the memories playing like Mario and that kind of stuff. All good games.
So do you still play the DS?
Not anymore. I can't find it. Once we ended up moving to Spokane, a lot of our stuff's either in storage or I just don't know where it is.
Okay. Do you think if you had it, you would definitely play?
1000%.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I still play on my Game Boy from when I was like 6. So.
That is kind of funny. For me personally, and I'm going to debate you on this because I don't think it's going to be.
I know where this is going.
You should know where this is going. If we're talking about consoles that like are the best consoles just for gaming, I have to go PS5. I have to go PS5, and I know you're an Xbox boy, and I know you're going to disagree, but I have to go PS5. And the reason I'm going to go PS5 is one, the controller is elite. Like that's way better than the Xbox controller. You know that's true. Yeah, I feel like we both can agree on that. I think the layout's pretty good. I did grow up partly with a PS4, so the PS5 ultimately is just a way better version, and it's pretty good. But if we're going on consoles that I enjoy just to play the most and just have a ton of fun, I have to go the Wii.
I was about to say that.
I know. You were waiting for it. I knew you
playing or golf all the time.
Yeah,
I don't blame you. The Wii's a great console. I
appreciate that.
I love
you.
Wii golf. Mario Kart's great. NBA Jam is a
low key. Guys, if you guys want to see a 1v1, me and Lyndon in NBA Jam, we'll run it. I won last time.
Him.
No, he won't. He won't. That's not happening.
We're not cutting out teams this time, though. This is
all teams are free range. You can play as. I'm gonna beat you with the presidents, yo.
Not with the presidents.
If you guys don't know, NBA Jam on the Wii, you can play as politicians. And so, low-key, I might dunk on this kid with Obama, I mean, you'll never come back from that, but, you can also play as a Colin Cowherd as well. So, that's actually pretty sick, and his stats are all maxed out, which is just stupid, but it's pretty funny. So, yeah, I think the reason the Wii, I think it's so... It's really advanced for its time. Like what did it come out? 06, 07?
It was before I was born.
A lot of the prime games came out in like 09, roughly. There's so many games for the Wii that are all like they're just fun, like they're just enjoyable. I think for part of it is like I did grow up with the Wii, so it makes sense. Like that was the peak of my gaming experience. I'm a dog at Mario Kart. Do you remember at the gaming night when like the first one we ever did? Josiah was begging me to tell him secrets. I smoked him in Mario Kart because he probably thought like, bro, I've played Mario Kart with my family. Like I'm gonna cook up this kid, Like, bro, no, I'm a dog. Like it's low key. Like yeah. So no, that was a fun experience. But is there someone over there?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was just you ruffling up your legs, yeah.
Yeah.
We might cut that out. Low-key, we're just gonna keep that in because that's a funny thing. I low-key thought someone was walking up, but
are you schizo?
Like what do you mean?
Schizophrenic?
I know. Well, I know. I'm not as knowledgeable as you would think. The schizophrenic, like explain that in your own words.
I mean, so there's like a lot of levels to it, but like people sometimes see other people that just aren't there. They'll just talk
Oh,
randomly. They're just
nah, I don't. I mean, okay, if we're talking like talking to yourself, maybe there's a little bit
I
of
don't think
that.
that's schizo. A lot of people
Okay,
like,
okay.
are you talking do you talk to yourself out loud or are you like just talking in your
It
head?
depends. Sometimes out loud, sometimes in the head.
I
It's
mean,
not.
I
It's
agree
not
because sometimes out loud it gives you a little
like
extra
if
motivation.
I'm locked in on a video game or something, I'll say out loud like, "Bro, oh my gosh!" Like if I'm playing Wii Golf, for example, and I need a birdie a hole or something. Like I'm gonna be like, okay, like I'm gonna hit like just to the left and then like right power. Like I'm telling myself just as like I can lock in. I don't know. It's
Nah,
kind of
I agree
weird,
with you
but
because
like low
sometimes
key, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. You
yeah,
know what
because
I'm
when you
saying?
like speak out loud, I feel like sometimes you get extra motivation or something like that, and it kind of
Trust up.
helps you.
Yeah, it's like more out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Best video games, and this can be from any console, any era. What are we thinking?
Oh, I'm gonna say Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft
Okay.
like my whole life. It's
Are we
been there.
talking like all of Minecraft or Minecraft right now?
I'm thinking maybe not right now, but older Minecraft.
Older
I still
Minecraft.
play a little
Okay.
bit of new Minecraft. It's not bad. It's just not.
Right.
It's just too advanced. It's like
Yeah.
it's too advanced, but not advanced enough. Like it's in a bad
Trust up.
area. But I think I don't know. I've been playing it for a while. Like I don't know, 10 years or something like
10 years.
that.
That's
So
what's up, dude. Only OGs know that you could play Minecraft on the Wii U, and it was cooked, bro.
I never had a Wii U, so
The Wii U, a lot of people like clown on the Wii U. It's low key not a bad console. It's just like I think people expected more. And low key the gamepad is kind of weird. Like bro, Nintendo needs to up their consoles. Like the
yeah, no,
Switch
I
2,
agree.
like bro, it's just all the same games and everything.
But now you can talk to people or something
Low
like
key,
that.
yeah, I don't even know. I don't follow Nintendo as much anymore. Low key, bro, Nintendo is just like Apple now. They just make
Yeah,
like new stuff that's like slightly different, and then expect you to be like, "Oh wow, new console for $500. Hand that
yeah,
over."
and it's the same
It's the
exact
same
thing.
thing. It's like Mario Kart, dude. Like they make new Mario Karts, but it's like a DLC. It's not even like a new
Do they
game.
still make new Mario Karts?
I
Or
guess I don't. All I know is like when they made the Wii U, they had Mario Kart 8, and then when they made the Switch, they made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is like the same game. You just add in like 3 courses and a couple new characters, and that's it. Nintendo, that's not a new video game. Figure it out, bro. What are we doing? But yeah, Loki. So you said Minecraft. Is
definitely one of them.
one of them? You can name a couple
I
because
think
Loki, there's so many.
I
Like
think Black Ops 1 and 2 is really good.
Black Ops 1
The
and 2.
campaigns are good.
Bro.
This might be a hot take for anybody that plays like a lot of the COD games. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare
Okay.
is such an underrated game, and so many people hate on it. But I really like the campaign. Good.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow. You know, I'm not a big COD guy. I'm not gonna lie. That's just something I didn't really grow up with playing. And like I've played Warzone once. I got second place in my only game ever.
really.
But yeah, and then I actually found I was looking for Wii games to play the other day, and I saw that we had a Call of Duty game for the Wii. Loki might have to try that out. I don't know.
I don't really play Call of Duty anymore. I
Okay.
haven't bought any of like the new Black Ops games or anything like that. I don't play Warzone, but like I still have like the older games. Sometimes I'll actually go back when I was a little
Yeah.
kid and could blow people's heads off. That was
Yo, it's like the Instagram reels, bro, from a couple months
that's
ago.
basically what it is.
Yo.
It's just an Instagram reel, but as
Bro,
a video game.
that is insane, bro. Low key, we have to talk about that day sometime because that was it.
February what 26 or something like
It was
that.
something crazy like that. That was actually
My Instagram blew up, and
everyone's did,
yeah,
bro. It
no,
was
I don't-
insane.
Nick showed me a video of a dude shooting it. No, weren't you there?
It was an
Shooting a
RPG.
rocket
Yeah, it was an
launcher,
RPG.
and his head falls off. Like
That is so cooked. Who has the audacity to post that on social media? Clearly some goon, bro. It must have worked, bro. So many people probably saw that. That's insane, dude. That is insane. I remember I saw like a clip and it was like me as a grandparent talking about like February 26th to like my grandkids. I was like, dude, that is
no, my phone. Mine like didn't blow up as much as others because like
neither did mine.
'cause,
Yeah.
like I got a lot of them, but like not as many as I would think. 'Cause, like I saw a lot of people, they would just keep scrolling and it was video after video. I would go,
Yeah.
I ended up on like the scary side of Instagram, like with urban
Instagram
myths.
can do that.
Yeah,
I've
no.
heard like I've heard like Facebook and Twitter. Well, it's one of the two. I don't know if it could be both also. Like they're like way worse than Instagram. Like
Really?
Keegan Mallon told me that. Yeah, it was like, bro, it was
I don't have Twitter, but I have Facebook, but I've never seen anything.
Facebook. Do you like are you ever on it? Be honest.
Only when somebody tags me in something, like on my
Okay.
birthday.
Okay.
Sometimes like
But like no kids are on it, right? Like you don't have a lot of your friends on Facebook, right?
I got like Jack and that's it.
Jack Carlton's on
Yeah,
Facebook.
JHC.
Jack, what are we doing, buddy?
Jack, hop off the Facebook.
Hop
bro.
off the Facebook. I already
I'm
know.
the only friend too.
What's the point of having it at that point, bro?
Jack, stop glazing me, bro. I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't
Jack,
enjoy it.
do you think Jack will be the first viewer on the podcast or what?
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
Love you, Jack.
I think Jonah Weiser might be the first one on the podcast.
I don't think I know Jenna Weiser, so
You might have heard of him. He's a pretty popular kid. That's cool. Okay. We're on to the last segment. It went pretty quick. I think we're like only 25 minutes in, but like the average episode should only be like.
someone's calling me. I bet.
Oh,
Jack.
should we have
Jackson?
Jackson? Okay, guys, we're gonna get Jackson on the call here for a second right now. Loki, put your microphone up and just Loki yap. Actually, well, I'll put.
How's it going, Jackson?
I have a question for you.
What could that possibly be?
Have you emailed Rory yet about camp?
About what? About what part?
About not being there the week we're going?
No. I'll just text him if, you know. I'm sure.
Do you think we should just like let him know when we'll be up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like we haven't even actually worked yet, so it's not like we can take time off.
Yeah. I mean, like I told Tim last year that
We just hung up on him, yo.
mid sentence.
Mid sentence. I literally.
Not again.
Not again. Nope. You're not interrupting the Peka podcast. No,
This is too important.
nothing. Yeah.
You know what, Jackson? If you're watching this, I want you to know this was out of spite.
Yeah. This is nothing personal, by the way.
It's everything personal.
Oh, for him it is. I low-key just told him to hang up. I didn't think you'd do it like right when I said it. But low-key, I was just thinking in my head, why isn't bro just texting him? Like, also he's gonna see you in like an hour and a half.
Literally like in an hour.
That's
So.
bro. I don't know why he had the audacity to call, but whatever. Okay. Last segment of the first episode. How are we feeling, by the way? How's the podcast feeling?
I think it's going pretty good so
it's going
far.
pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Low-key, I'm having a good time. This is gonna be
This is
fun.
fun.
We're
This is
definitely
fun.
having you
Yeah.
back. If even if the views aren't crazy, we're still having you back. But this has been fun. Okay. Last segment. This is the one that people asked me to do, and so low-key, I decided to put it at the end, so then you all can wait and watch it. Okay. So top 10 cereals. Here we go. It doesn't have to be top 10. You could do like the first like 5, 3, whatever.
Is this in order or no?
In order, or you could.
I'm gonna have to think about this one about
Okay.
all the cereals I've ever ate.
Okay, number one. What do we? I feel like we have to have a mutual list here. We can't go off of one because back in the day, I used to put Honey Bunches of Oats number one.
Ooh, they're good. But
They're good.
I don't know if they're number
No,
one.
and they are not. I just want to make this very clear because in my past cereal video, I used to have them as number one, and they are not number one anymore for anyone who would like to know. So I got rid of that. What are your thoughts on Cinnamon Toast Crunch being in the number one position?
I can definitely agree with that.
All right, so we got number one down.
I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is definitely the best cereal.
Someone put this on a piece of paper, put it on a poster, guys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number one.
It's
okay.
undebatable.
Number two. What are you thinking? I want to hear your side of this.
I'm thinking, you know,
I have a cereal in my head.
I know what I'm thinking right now, and I don't know if you're gonna agree with this one.
Oh no!
But I know.
Okay.
Like, people
Go
I've
for it.
talked to either really agree with me on this one or they're
Okay.
extremely against
So this is
it.
probably like a interesting.
No, this is a very like everybody knows this one.
Okay.
Captain Crunch.
Oh, okay. You know what? You said that I may or may not agree with you. I'm gonna be like in the middle. I kind of agree. I think Captain Crunch is like top 7 probably.
I'm thinking for me it's number 2.
Okay, yeah, that's
I eat
that's
it a
good.
lot,
So we both put Cinnamon Toast Crunch number 1.
Yeah.
You put Captain Crunch, just regular Captain Crunch,
Just regular.
just regular. Okay, you put that at number 2. My number 2, I'm gonna go with. This is tough. Oh boy, low key. Hit me up for some Reese's Puffs, yo.
You know, I'm not big on Reese's Puffs.
Really, you're not? That's
because-
shocking to me.
Just because I don't really like Reese's that much. Like,
Really?
like
But like you'll eat them, right? Like you'll be.
if they're there, yeah, I'll eat them. But
Okay.
Halloween comes around, I'm trading them away. because it's something I really will enjoy, or like,
Yeah.
but like if they're there and somebody's offering, I'll take
Okay.
one.
Okay. I can get around with that, low key. And also, I just want to make this very clear. We are going to forget some cereals. It's just going to happen. Like, I don't have a list in
I
front of
can't
me.
remember every single.
Yeah, I can't remember every cereal. I'm sorry. I'm sure many people are going to be screaming at their TV or their phone, being like, "Why isn't this on the
all
list?"
15 of them.
We'll go to top 5 just because we don't got a lot of time to do 10, and that's low key kind of boring. Okay, number 3 position. We'll come back to me. We'll come back to me. I have a good number 3. I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but low key, bro, hit me up for some Golden Grams.
Okay, I mean, I like them.
Golden Grams are elite.
I'm gonna hit you.
Actually, wait, hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I actually just thought of this. I want to change that, and I actually want to put in Fruity Pebbles. I want to go Fruity Pebbles. Number 3, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles are good.
Okay.
But once they're soggy, you can't.
See, that's where like my competitive eating comes in. Like, bro, when I eat cereal, I don't let it sit. Like, I just munch.
Oh no,
so like low key, that's not an issue for me. I know other people, they're not gonna be downing their cereal fast. So I get that. I'm not. That's fair. That's fair.
My number 3, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios are gas.
Like,
I would say
without sugar, they're so
Honey
good.
Nut Cheerios is like a solid 9 or 10 for me on the regular list, but for sure, I mean, like, dude, that's a good cereal to go off of. Okay, number 4, we're gonna go back to you. Do you have one?
I mean, Fruit Loops for sure.
Fruit Loops,
like
okay. Fruit Loops, I don't know, dude. I don't know
Really?
about Fruit Loops. Yeah, I don't think they cracked the top 10 for me. So I gotta
I'm big on Fruit Loops. I like
really?
Fruit Loops,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. I respect that. I respect it. My number 4, I gotta go back to the Pebbles. I gotta go Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles are good, dude.
I think if
They're
I was
good.
to go Cocoa, I'll just go for the Puffs. The Pebbles,
Okay.
The Pebbles are good, but I think the Puffs.
You're again with that sogginess. Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, the
That's
Puffs
fair.
get soggy too, but it takes them longer.
It takes them a little longer. Yeah, that's valid. Okay, number 5. I'll start and you can end it off. You'll end off the segment. Number 5 for me is a cereal that I think a lot of people are gonna start to turn their head on.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Low key, bro. Frosted mini wheats are elite.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I feel like it's good. Don't get me wrong. Or it's just frosted shredded wheat, whatever. I mean, you could literally call it whatever. It is a good cereal, and I have been eating it the last couple of days, low key. I had it this morning actually, believe it or not. So that's probably why I've just been on a kick lately. But yeah, for now it's at number 5. That could change in the future.
They're
though.
definitely good. It's just like it's kind of the same thing, but like they're still good soggy, but like
Right.
you lose the frostiness once they get that
They-
sogginess.
The frostedness goes away at some point, but it's not like that bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, they're
So,
still not bad when they're soggy.
Yeah, for sure.
My number 5. Ooh, I gotta think about this one. I'm a big Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
I'm big on the flakes.
You know what? I low key see that I told you this would happen. I was gonna forget some cereals, and that was one I forgot. Low key, bro. I'm gonna kick out the frosted wheats,
All right.
and I'm gonna move. What was number 2? Oh, Reese's Puffs. So I'm just gonna put Frosted Flakes at number 2, and everything else
Everything
shifts
moves down.
down 1. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go there because Frosted Flakes, gas. They are so elite.
We got some in the house. Probably one of my favorite like bulking cereals.
Yeah.
I can just eat a bunch of it.
Yeah, that's elite. Also, I just want to mention, because if the lighting seems off from a little bit ago, the light right outside of us turned off because there's a sensor. So I just want to clear that up before people start. I mean, the lighting's still fine. It's just a little different.
That looks fine to me.
But Lyndon, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it. I'm going to put out a poll about what your favorite segment was for all the viewers out there. I'm sure you'll vote on that. But, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the second episode coming out. Who knows when, but I'm excited. We're getting this going. So thanks for watching.
Morty on there.
Morty?
Do not give Morty on the podcast.
You heard it here from the guest. I have to respect the guest's decision. And
Morty's not going.
Morty
on the
will
pod.
not be on the show. There might be some drama. I don't know, but
I don't.
if you guys don't know who Morty is, good. You're still not going to know who he is.
Your life's better. Trust me.
I don't know if it's that bad. If it's that harsh.
Get like E Fraser or something like that.
E Fraser will be coming on. Low key, probably get Nick on
Nick
at
would
some
be good.
point. Low key, do we put Reese Carlson on.
Oh,
That is risky.
Reese might.
But
say
Reese
something
could share, low-key could share some jail stories.
Oh, he's got good jail.
He worked, yeah.
Some freaky jail stories, but they're
Maybe
good.
not the freaky ones, but low-key
he's
the
got
funny
good jail
ones.
stories.
So
not because he was in jail. He just
you guys are just gonna have to see who's on the next episode. It's always a mystery. I never reveal who it is until the episode comes out. So again, Lyndon, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys on episode 2.